Seniors, 3 vegetables you should never touch, and 3 you must eat. You still eat vegetables every day as part of a healthy routine. Maybe a plate of steamed greens, a bowl of soup, or a few slices of carrot with lunch. You believe vegetables are good. The more, the healthier. But what if I told you some vegetables may quietly be making your legs weaker, slowing down your memory, and slowly breaking the strength you've worked so hard to maintain? This isn't a rumor. It's not fear-mongering. It's based on real scientific data from large-scale studies in people over 60. In today's video, I'm not going to say, eat your veggies, they're good for you. I'm going to show you which ones to eat and which to avoid so you can keep walking steadily, thinking clearly, and living independently. And by the end of this video, you'll learn about one very common vegetable, one you've probably eaten for years, that may silently be harming your nervous system. So if you still want to take a walk in the park on your own, carry your own plate of food, or simply stand up without needing someone's help, stay with me until the very end, because just one small change in what's on your plate today could help preserve your freedom tomorrow. We've always been told that vegetables are the safest foods on our plate, that eating enough greens each day is all it takes to protect our health. But the truth is, it's not that simple. After age 60, some vegetables, even ones we've long believed are healthy, can quietly work against us. Not because the vegetables themselves are bad, but because our bodies simply don't handle them the same way anymore. Digestion slows down, circulation weakens, nerve responses become slower. And at that point, certain natural plant compounds, like solanine, lectins, or fast-acting starches, can start to reveal their darker side. They can quietly trigger chronic inflammation. They can damage the tiny blood vessels in the legs, the very ones that help us stay balanced and mobile. You may not notice it at first, but one day you stand up and feel a little unsteady. You go down the stairs and realize your legs aren't as sure as they used to be. You might blame it on aging, but sometimes it's the result of the very vegetables you've been eating for years. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 vegetables you should eat regularly to support vision, memory, and leg strength, and 3 vegetables you should limit because they slowly drain energy, weaken reflexes, and increase your risk of falling. We don't need to fear vegetables, but after 60, we need to choose them like we choose good company. The kind that lifts you up, not pulls you down. So let's begin with your best allies, 3 vegetables that deserve a spot in your kitchen every week. 1. Carrots. Your quiet companion in aging. They're not flashy. They're not labeled a superfood. But carrots may be one of the most dependable friends your body can count on as you age. This humble orange root holds a treasure called beta-carotene, the precursor to vitamin A. And vitamin A doesn't just help you see better in the dark. It helps you see your path to better health more clearly. Clear vision means confidence. It means you can walk to the store on your own, read medication labels without strain, and take the stairs without needing a helping hand. But carrots don't stop at eyesight. Their antioxidants also help protect your peripheral nervous system, the vital network that carries signals from your brain to your arms and legs. Imagine you're walking, and suddenly there's a small rock in your path. If your reflexes are sharp, you adjust your step and keep your balance with ease. But if that signal is delayed, even a tiny misstep could send you to the hospital. Carrots help maintain those quick, life-saving reactions. Several studies have shown people who eat more beta-carotene-rich foods have a lower risk of macular degeneration and cognitive decline. And best of all, carrots are easy to enjoy, lightly steamed to preserve their natural sweetness, shredded raw with plain yogurt for a crisp snack, or juiced with apples and ginger for a refreshing natural energy drink. Each carrot is like a quiet message from nature. I won't make you strong overnight, but if you stick with me each week, I'll help you walk farther, stand taller, and live more freely. 2. Broccoli. Your quiet shield against aging. At first glance, broccoli isn't exactly exciting. It's not fragrant, not sweet, not eye-catching. But hidden inside those little green florets is a quiet warrior, one that helps protect you from the silent aches and gradual weakness of aging. Broccoli contains a remarkable compound called sulforaphane. This isn't just another antioxidant. Sulforaphane is what scientists call a trigger compound. It activates your body's natural detox and anti-inflammatory defenses. Why is that important? Because after age 60, chronic inflammation isn't just about the occasional headache or stiff joint. It's often the root cause of osteoporosis, artery hardening, memory decline, and loss of balance. Broccoli targets those very weaknesses. It delivers vitamin K for strong bones, calcium for steady muscle function, and antioxidants to keep your blood vessels soft and flexible, instead of stiff and brittle with age. This vegetable even boosts circulation to your legs, helping relieve cramps, tingling, and that heavy leg feeling that can set in by day's end. But here's the catch. Many people overcook broccoli, and that destroys most of its sulforaphane. The best way to prepare it? Lightly steam for just 3 to 5 minutes, enough to make it tender but still rich in nutrients. Or do a quick sauté with olive oil and garlic. Delicious and easy on digestion. Each time you steam a bowl of broccoli, you're giving your body more endurance, more flexibility, and one more reason to stay steady on your feet every single day. 3. Spinach. A small leaf for a sharp mind and steady legs. Some things are soft, yet surprisingly powerful. Spinach is one of them. It may feel light as a handful of leaves, but within it lies a powerhouse of support for your circulation, your brain, and your vision. Spinach is rich in natural nitrates, compounds that gently widen blood vessels, boosting circulation to the brain and muscles. Better blood flow means clearer thinking, quicker reflexes, less fatigue in your legs, and a lighter step. A study from Edith Cowan University in Australia found that older adults who ate nitrate-rich vegetables daily had stronger thigh muscles and significantly reduced risk of falling or losing balance. But spinach doesn't stop at blood flow. It's also brain food, thanks to 2 key nutrients, lutein and folate. Lutein helps protect brain tissue from early aging. Folate supports flexible, healthy communication between brain cells. Together, they've been linked to sharper memory, better language skills, and quicker mental processing. And if you're concerned about your eyesight, Spinach is a shield. It provides lutein and zeaxanthin, two nutrients that help protect the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp vision. Want to keep reading books, driving with confidence, or seeing loved ones' faces clearly? Put spinach on your plate. Best ways to eat it. Lightly sauté with olive oil, or blend it into a morning smoothie. Just remember, don't overcook it. High heat can destroy its most valuable nutrients. A handful of spinach a day is a small investment for a clear mind, steady legs, and bright, focused eyes. 1. White potatoes, comforting to eat, disruptive to balance. There's nothing quite as comforting as a warm plate of mashed potatoes at dinner. It reminds many of us of childhood, family meals, and simpler times. But after age 60, this once soothing food can quietly become a burden on your legs and balance. White potatoes fall into the category of fast-digesting starches. When you eat them, your blood sugar spikes, then drops just as quickly. These repeated blood sugar swings can damage blood vessels and spread chronic inflammation. And do you know which area is affected first? The small blood vessels in your legs and feet, the farthest points from the heart and the slowest in circulation. The results? Your legs may tire more easily. Balance becomes more unsteady. Numbness and cramps may become regular, unwanted companions. White potatoes also have a high glycemic index, GI, meaning they raise your blood sugar almost as quickly as candy. Over time, this can dull sensation in your feet, weaken your reflexes, and increase the risk of tripping or falling. Even in familiar places like your own kitchen. And the issue isn't just the potato itself, it's how we prepare them. Fried, loaded with cheese, cream, butter, and salt. These tasty additions may feel satisfying in the moment, but they slowly wear down your heart, liver, blood vessels, and nerves. You might not notice it today, but if you're finding yourself needing to hold on to something every time you stand up, white potatoes might be playing a bigger role than you think. 2. Eggplant. Soft on the outside but may stiffen you inside. Eggplant. A simple, easy-to-cook vegetable, loved across generations for its soft texture and the smoky aroma it gives off when grilled. But if you're over 60 and you've started to notice stiffer joints in the morning, or a slight unsteadiness when stepping out onto the porch, eggplant may not be as harmless as it once seemed. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family, a group of plants that produce solanine, a natural defense compound that in older adults can trigger chronic inflammation and nerve sensitivity. In younger people, the body can usually process solanine without issues. But in aging joints and nervous systems, solanine can act like a slow-burning ember, irritating muscles, joints, and nerves over time. You may not feel anything right after a meal, but over weeks and months, it can contribute to muscle stiffness, mild joint swelling, loss of flexibility in the knees and ankles, slower reflexes when stepping off a curb or stair. What's more, grilling, steaming, or sautéing eggplant does not remove solanine. It's a familiar food, full of nostalgic flavors. But after 60, we sometimes face a tough choice between memories and mobility. If you're experiencing joint pain, muscle fatigue, or sluggish reflexes, try cutting out eggplant for 2 weeks. Your body will give you the clearest answer. Is eggplant still your friend, or is it time to let it go? 3. Green bell peppers, crisp and fresh, but not innocent. At first glance, green bell peppers seem like the perfect, healthy person's vegetable. They're crisp, low in calories, and often tossed into salads, stir-fries, eaten raw, or juiced. But here's something not many people know. Green bell peppers, like eggplants, belong to the nightshade family, and they contain compounds that may quietly work against older adults. One of those compounds is lectin, a type of protein that can bind to the lining of your intestines, disrupt nutrient absorption, trigger mild gut inflammation, and activate unwanted immune responses. For younger people, this may not pose much of a problem. But for seniors, whose digestion may have weakened, whose immune systems are more fragile, and whose blood vessels are more delicate, lectin can be the quiet, final drop that tips the body further into inflammation. Its effects aren't always felt after just one meal, but often show up as repeated signs, such as feeling bloated or uncomfortable even after eating lightly, mild ankle swelling or stiff fingers in the morning, tingling in the toes or frequent stumbling while walking quickly, a general sense of imbalance or slowed reflexes. Many are surprised to learn that a vegetable so pretty might silently erode their sense of balance. Try removing green bell peppers from your meals for just 10 days and pay attention to how your body responds. You may feel lighter, more stable, and more at ease. But don't worry. You can still enjoy red, yellow, or orange bell peppers. These are riper, contain less lectin, and are higher in antioxidants that support healthy aging. So sometimes, simply choosing a different color for your plate can mean choosing stronger, steadier steps for your future. After 60, what keeps you healthy doesn't always come from a prescription bottle. It often comes from the small plate sitting in front of you each day. Food isn't just fuel, it's a message you send to your body. I still care about you. And you don't have to change everything all at once. Just start with one small action. Swap the fried potatoes for a few steamed carrots topped with toasted sesame seeds. Leave out green bell peppers from your stir-fry. Try red peppers or a handful of steamed broccoli instead. In the morning, toss some sautéed spinach and olive oil into your scrambled eggs. No need for strict diets. No need to give up flavor. Just choose vegetables that support your aging body, not stress it. And if you're unsure whether you're sensitive to eggplant or green bell peppers, try removing them for 10 days. Then observe. The body after 60 is remarkably intuitive. If you take time to listen, it will gently tell you, I feel lighter. I feel stronger. Good health doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from the small choices, repeated day by day. Start with your vegetables, and before long, you may feel your whole self begin to change. In the end, you don't need to remember names like sulforaphane, nitrate, or solanine. What matters most is knowing that you have the power to choose. To choose the vegetables that help you walk steady, think clearly, and sleep soundly, instead of the ones that leave your legs heavy, your mind foggy, or your mornings already tired. To choose the simple joy of going to the market, cooking your own meal, and knowing deep down, I'm protecting my independence, one day at a time. Because health isn't just the absence of illness. Health is the ability to do the little things without needing help. It's still being in charge of your own life. If this video has helped you see more clearly, understand more deeply, or simply feel a sense of companionship on your journey, consider sharing it with a friend, a loved one, or someone you care about. Because maybe they're feeling tired too, but don't know where to begin. And if you'd like to keep receiving gentle reminders, simple and practical guidance to stay healthy day by day, click follow. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. And may tomorrow, when you open your fridge and glance at your plate of vegetables, you smile quietly and think, "Today, I chose health." One more time.